I actually suffer from some level of anxiety, and at the time I started this program, I was quite depressed. And I'd tried therapists and psychiatrists, and nothing really seemed to be working. Every time I tried to reach out, I just got the same answers, and often that was, maybe you should try medication, or maybe you should try to reduce outside stressors, which wasn't really an option for me at the time. I did not have a very good self-image. I felt like I was not attractive. I felt like I was not worth being around sometimes. I had a bit of self-consciousness that I came on too strong to things and I could scare people away because I was very intense. I was rather unhealthy at the beginning of this process. I didn't really take care of myself, again, because I didn't think highly of myself. Doing meditation and doing this sort of practice of inner peace and self-love, it really gave me tools to deal with those issues without having to resort to something like medication. It helps to make me feel like I'm in control of myself and that I am able to help myself. By changing the way I mentally approach my physical well-being, I was able to improve. I tried to move around more. I do a lot of yoga, but it started with the mental stuff, being mentally prepared to take steps towards my well-being. Before doing this practice, I was quite anxious and I was quite depressed, and I did not have a very good image of myself. And after doing this, it took some work and some reevaluation of how I see myself. But now I am able to control my anxiety. I can tell that little voice in my head that there's nothing wrong, that I'm going to be fine. It's not the end of the world. I'm in a pretty intensive program, and a lot of the projects and assignments that I have to do can be quite high stress level. So when the levels of anxiety that I have during school end up getting too high and start interfering with my work, I can use the methods I've learned in this program to just take a breath, breathe, smile, and calm down. And then I'm able to focus and essentially reset myself to baseline so that I can do my work more effectively. Personally, I find it quite easy to enter a meditation state. I was better at it at the beginning, but that's possibly because there was more turmoil in my brain. And now that I'm calmer, I'm generally more aware of myself during meditation, but I still find it incredibly easy. It can be challenging for people. The outside distractions can be a really big hurdle, but you kind of just learn to not listen. You learn to be with yourself, and it takes some time, it takes some practice. But once you get it, it's really helpful. I always come out of practice feeling very calm, feeling very happy, content with myself, and funnily enough, after I've done a session, I feel no urge to say go online or interact with that distraction, the social media, and I'm more focused on myself and my personal goals and projects. The biggest problem with youth is using distractions like social media or video games or even something like texting as a way to cope with stressors from their lives. So if a young person is very stressed out, they'll often search for distractions to help alleviate that stress. The distractions may help in the short term, but they kind of lead to more long-term problems. Like, for instance, not doing your homework and playing video games all the time will lead to a lot of extra homework and lowered grades, and then that causes issues with your family and, stuff that can and should be avoided. Doing a program like this that allows you to detach from those distractions and realize that you don't need them allows you to essentially take control of your life, to take it back from that stress and those distractions. The world does pull a lot of your attention away from yourself. A lot of it ends up going towards, oh, does this person online like me? Am I getting enough likes on social media? Do my friends secretly hate me? In this program, you learn to detach meaning from that. Being with yourself is more important than anything going on outside. One of the practices that I find the most helpful is self-love mantra. So, the hugging yourself and telling yourself that you love you and you honor you and you protect you. That felt very meaningful to me the first time I did it, and it continues to feel very meaningful for me because it essentially is telling your brain, your body, your soul that you, the consciousness that operates all of these things, are there for them, will protect them. They are your highest priority. Nothing else will get in the way of being there for yourself. I've had some experience with bullying and rather negative people in my life, and for a long time I held some hatred towards them. I was very negative about these people because they'd hurt me. Part of this program helped me realize these people, they weren't necessarily trying to hurt me. They're not bad people. They just haven't had the chance to learn to love themselves. And because they don't have that connection with themselves, they lash out at other people. Dealing with that aggression that comes from a lack of connection with the self can really help make the person who does meditation a more positive, more open person. I know it's happened with me. I was quite cynical, and now I feel like I am less cynical because I've learned that I am my highest priority, and that even if that is the case, I just still try to be kind to people. It's no help if everyone attacks each other. It's easier if we work together. Wherever you are, whatever you're feeling, it can be an incredibly hard world out there. It's incredibly stressful, but it's worthwhile to take some time to be selfish, to get in tune with yourself. And, well, like Suman says, if you see BS, BS, breathe and smile.